Finally, we are underway and words give way to actions. Jackson wins the first hit out. Taranto blasts away. That's a strong mark.
What a start this would be.
Looks good. He steered it through.
I'll have to watch him more closely than that. He's deadly around goal.
The first goal didn't take long. The big men fly. Navigated the traffic. Newcomb. Will the umpire pluck a free kick? Day. Does well under pressure. Liberatore wins it back. Great mark. You might have thought about the corridor. Quality delivery by foot. They'll take the patient approach. Dunkley can keep it moving. Kicks to space. Hapley has got loose. Searching kick. Good work rate. What's he got on offer? Heads for the pocket. Dixon. That's a big play.
This, to make a good start, a very good one.
Set sail for home, and he has delivered.
Some good ball movement there created that opportunity, and a cool finish as well.
They've hit the ground running, and they're looking in fine form. Meek got his palm to it. Day. Nash. Can he get a kick away? McGovern manages to get off a handball. Taranto. Ineffective disposal. Jackson. That sloppy play, and it could come back to bite. Witherden takes an excellent grab. You can see their confidence growing. Amon might go for a run. They've given it up. They've had the better of the contest to this point. Hapley has found some space. Is anyone home? Bontempelli outbodied his opponent and took a ripper. They've picked their way through. Amos gets to the front spot and can line them up.
To finish off the good work.
He's a quality finisher, and that's more evidence. It's a comfortable margin, but they wouldn't want to rest on their laurels. O'Brien looking for territory. Somehow release the ball. Day. He'll feel that one. The umpire says he had no prior. O'Brien, the winner there. Dunkley, stripped of it. He just dropped it. Warple, can he impose himself on the match? They've turned it over. He's generally a good kick. They could be vulnerable here. Bombs it in. Murphy, that's confidence for you, not going with the spoil. Going for territory. Witherden is hard to beat one-on-one. Doesn't often waste it. He's hit up the lead. Looking to extend this margin. Dixon, great body work.
Already some good signs for them with how they're trying to move the football.
That is going very close. It's a goal.
He's very dangerous anywhere in or around 50. A real class act.
They've got some real momentum now and will be hard to stop. Liberatore couldn't get an effective disposal. He's been busy so far. Van Rooyen is so strong one-on-one.
Forwards dream of these shots.
The goal umpire doesn't need to work for that one. A 5-goal margin is probably reflective of the way this game is being played. The big men fly. Just shoveled it out. The umpire whistles for a ball up. Rucks go at it. Liberatore couldn't burst through. O'Brien, Weddle, showing why he's such a good defender. He's got an option in the centre square. That's generous, and this could hurt the other way. Kicks inside the forward 50. Dixon, here's real danger now.
To really stamp some authority on this match.
It's on the way, and there's another nail in the coffin. It's not over yet, but it might be soon. Meat with a deft tap. Day leading from the front. Gunston marks it centre half forward. Keen to keep it moving. They take the advantage. Honours the lead. That's a well-placed kick. That passage of play promised more. They'll be disappointed. Can he find a teammate? Henry read it well and claims the mark. They've found the magic formula. Dixon gets to the front spot. They're irrepressible at the moment. Van Rooyen, when no one's coming, he punches it through, and they are flying. We're expecting a good close game today, but so far it's been nothing of the sort. He's lost it. Jackson, feeling the heat. This is a hotly contested footy. He's caught. Warple affects the turnover. Gunston, they've worked it well. It's quarter time. That was something to behold. This contest might already be decided. Gary Lyon is here. Gaz, what are your thoughts on what we've seen so far?
Wow, that was something. You couldn't realistically hope to play better than that. And it's probably not even realistic to expect to maintain it. But they've got this one by the scruff of the neck already and can just about write their own cheque if they maintain their intensity. That was pure, classy and thrilling football.
Good on you, Gary. Thank you. That was a brilliant tackle. Oh, they're hitting in hard. Meek wins the hit out. Newcomb, D'Ambrosio. He picked his pocket. Nash runs onto it. Hardwick collects the half volley. They must be feeling sorry for them. He's lost possession. Hapley with a little bit of time. Liberatore. Good luck catching him. He'll kick this. In he goes. And he has delivered.
Looking at the opposition's coach's box, I think some of the toys are about to start coming out of the cot.
Sometimes a break can interrupt momentum, but that hasn't happened here. The big men fly. Liberatore, he's everywhere at the moment. Henry uses the body well.
He'll take something special, but maybe it's that kind of day.
He's kicked it like an arrow.
It's always good for the confidence to see that first shot go straight through.
This one might be settled now. The big men fly. Day. O'Brien doing the grunt work. Goulden dealt with the pressure. Danaher takes the responsibility. Just needs to finish. Finish he does. We didn't expect this today, and you wonder how much bigger the margin might get. The big men fly. Nash, Newcomb, they cannot keep him quiet. Day, Warple. It's in good hands now. He struck it well. It's a goal.
Better ball movement on that occasion allowed them to open up that opportunity in front of goal, and they've got full reward for it.
They've pulled one back, but they need plenty more where that came from. O'Brien has got on top. He's gone. Throws it on the boot. Scrimshaw can't mark. Van Rooyen. Henry under pressure. You can't question his commitment. He's got it.
He's a terrific asset with his pace and skills, and that was another example.
The scoreboard's about to fall over. It's so lopsided. O'Brien, the winner there. Nash, quick kick towards centre half forward. McGovern read it well. Normally delivers. That's a good option, and this looks promising. Goulden in the clear. They're toying with them now. Yo pushes into space and receives the footy. Probing ball. Jackson is like a magnet in that forward line.
They're happy if he can halve the contest and bring the Crummers into play, but those hands are looking sticky.
It's on the way. Good-looking kick. He's dobbed it. Everything they've touched has turned to gold today. The big men fly. Was that a legal disposal? Liberatore. He just keeps racking up disposals. Jackson relishing the contest. A bit of a panicked handball. Henry, an ever-present threat. Boot, ball, goal! O'Brien. It's a masterclass in ruck work. Danaher has a vice-like grip. Searching kick. Henry is the man on the spot, and he's marked.
It's as if they don't rate this player. He's already hurt them. He's about to hurt them again.
struck it well. No problems there.
It's one thing to be outclassed, but this is starting to get a real stench about it.
O'Brien has had his measure today. Stripped of the footy. Dunkley provides some run. They're just about doing as they please. And there's another one.
It's safe to say they'll be scooping the votes today. This is some performance.
O'Brien, he's worth his weight in gold. They've got winners all over the park. Henry got to the right position and hung on.
Well, there's one side working hard at the moment, and the other side just sitting back waiting for their teammates to do the work.
He doesn't miss many of these, and he hasn't missed that one. O'Brien gets his hand to it. Yo, Danaher had his name written all over it. Just has to hit a target. Alarm bells are ringing.
We'd like to be leading out of full forward to some of these midfielders. They are white hot today.
That'll go close. I tell you what, it's better than close. It's a goal.
He managed to find some space in a dangerous position and made them pay for their loose checking.
Joel palms it down. Nash, Day. Was that a throw? Newcomb navigated the traffic. Goulden reads the play so well. Through the centre square he goes. Dunkley, good use of hands. Amos, Danaher, Mark. What's he got on offer? They're putting them under all sorts of pressure. This ought to end in a goal. Approaching the 50. No sign of them dropping off. Chance gone begging. Newcomb, he's lost his bearings. It's a brain melt of the highest order.
Straight in front, should not miss.
No problems there. Not even the most optimistic of fans would have expected this today. Meek with the tap. Nash. Will the umpire pluck a free kick? Harassed into an error. They should have been going forward. Now they'll have to defend. Amos. He's plucked it and should have a shot.
This deserves a goal. Should be a goal.
He's a good set shot, and he's buried that one. It's been an absolute avalanche. O'Brien is giving him a bath. Kicks to space. Danaher knew the tackle was coming. They want ball, but they're not going to get it. Meek showing his skills. Nash, Day, Bontempelli intercepts the hand pass. I think he called for that. D'Ambrosio, Meek. Well, that was a fascinating first half, but there's still lots to play out as the players head from the field for a well-deserved break. Now for some analysis from Gary Lyon.
This is an angry brand of footy, as if they owe this mob for a past defeat that's lingered. You can see just how hungry and focused they are, and you'd think this margin will only grow. There are obviously some people with long memories in this side.
Thanks for those observations, Gary, as we get back underway. Amon, not wanting to bomb to a contest. Felt the pressure. Day swoops. Newcomb going for territory. It's off hands. Solid tackle. That's a bit of a waste. He put himself in the line of fire. A goal-scoring opportunity may have gone begging there. Sinclair. Day accepted the invitation. Just had to get it out. Nash, he's been a shining light. Has the ping. It won't be a goal. Murphy watched it off the boot. Good penetration on the kick. Ginnivan making his claim for the Golden Fist Award.
This is a tough watch for me, so I can only imagine how the coach must be feeling.
They might as well not have a run. McKenzie onto it in a flash. Misses the target and it's out of play.
The coach's post-match press conference will be interesting. It's been a horrible display.
O'Brien could do this with his eyes closed. Stripped of it. He still found a way. Taranto. He'd like that one again. D'Ambrosio in the right spot. Hasn't seen a lot of it. Watson didn't need to be asked twice. McGuinness. One behind only.
Not a gimme goal, but probably should have been kicked nevertheless.
They've set up well for the kick-in. Good work rate. Doesn't often waste it. Goulden, he's taken a beauty. Dishes it off. That sloppy play, and it could come back to bite. An obvious free kick there. Playing for pride now. They've turned it over. Bangs it long. Danaher. Ball to be won on centre wing. The umpire didn't have to think too hard about that one. They're irrepressible at the moment. That's well played. Hapley. Can he finish it off? Is this number 4 on the bounce? It surely is. I'd like to say it couldn't get any worse for them, but it surely could. O'Brien, just for something different, uses the non-preferred, honours the lead, delivers it inside 50. Van Rooyen is hard to beat one-on-one.
He's been striking them well. This shouldn't present any problems.
Pins the ears back, winds up and drives it right through the middle. If you're a fan of the team coming second today, it's probably best to avoid looking at the scoreboard. Caught, dropped it like a hot potato. He's set upon it. That's holding the footy.
Not enough talk out there, it seems.
Can anyone take a mark? Can't hang on under close attention. No easy exit. Could that have been holding the ball? Some thought it was, but not the person who matters. Meek got his palm to it. Great anticipation. Hapley. He's not giving up. He's caught. Lays it off. Scrimshaw runs onto it.
What are your thoughts, Gaz?
It's had an air of inevitability about it from very early this match. I don't think anyone expected it to go down to the wire, but it really ought to have been closer than this.
Newcomb, Morrison takes the hand pass. Oh, that is no good. I hope he remembers to send him a Christmas card.
Forwards dream of these shots.
Quick snap, and that's a goal. This is more like a horror movie than a football match. Jackson palms it down. He just dropped it. Couldn't get an effective disposal. Bontempelli, Yo, Danaher getting involved. It's there! The only competition they've got out there is each other. Jackson with a deft tap. Liberatore. It's a tough game. He couldn't get his fist or foot to it.
His annoyance can only be with himself for a lack of awareness.
It's been that kind of day for them. This might be a chance for the high flyers. Sicily can't afford to panic. Scrimshaw manages to get off a handball. He's got the skill. He's got the composure. He's got the result. Jackson showing his skills. Nash trying to find a path. Good disciplined defence. McDonald, can he find a teammate? Wasn't a great kick. They've turned it over. Anyone's ball. Warple has it now on centre wing. He's besieged. A quick getaway wasn't possible. Day. He's only had the one inside 50. Yo heads them off at the pass. They've got winners all over the park. Punched that like he meant it. Amon. Poor footy there. Kicks to a contest. Dixon gets to the front spot and can line them up. Searching kick. Meek should be able to get them out of trouble. Now it's someone else's problem. Van Rooyen. That's a bruising tackle. Butler. Right place, right time, goal. Good ruck work. Nash blasts away. Spud Frawley would have loved that one. Farrell dealt with the pressure. Day in the centre square. McDonald turns it over in the middle. Gets his kick despite the heat. That's an impressive mark. Can he hit a target? Danaher has it within range.
It's all just a bit easy at the moment. They're getting the ball inside 50 under not nearly enough pressure.
Looks good. He's steered it through.
Will there be any danger of someone actually defending?
Credit to those home fans who are still here. This has been a horror show. Let's head down to Gary Lyon on the boundary.
Well, there's no sugarcoating it. This is an absolute father of a hiding. It really does feel like these two sides do not belong in the same league. One wonders what the final margin will be. It has been grim indeed.
Good on you, Gary. Thank you.
There's some pretty ordinary defending going on out there at the moment.
He's normally dependable, and he is this time.
In other news, 23 missing persons reports have just been filed.
It's been a great duel between the two big men. I've liked his game today. It's loose in the middle. Amon, Hapley, desperate to win it back. Drop punt, and he has put it away. No, your television isn't broken. That is the score. Jackson has rucked tirelessly. Liberatore. Danaher has a vice-like grip. Clever kick. Bontempelli, all on his own.
Poor defence leaving him on his own, and now you'd imagine he'll make them pay.
Set sail for home, and he has delivered. They haven't got bored yet, and you'd have to say they're not going to. Jackson wins it out of the centre. Liberatore. Danaher. That's a big play. Inside 50, number 7 for him. Henry takes a beauty.
It's a big margin, and it should get at least 6 points bigger.
There goes the kick, and he's put it through. They're going to eat the bones too. Joel punches it out of the ruck. Warple does well under pressure. McGuinness on a lead. It's an exhibition in how to give the ball back. Goes long. Hardwick, we've seen that before. Taken to ground. Not a lot of positives today. Watson, he'll be sore in the morning. Terrific tackle. He was tackled high and will take a free kick. They could be vulnerable here. Turned over on centre wing. What's he got on offer? Normally delivers. Dunkley wins it back. Great mark. He might have thought about the corridor. Dixon has charged into space. Junk times come early. Jackson gives it everything. This is a joy to watch.
It's not a gimme goal, but certainly one that should be kicked.
He's a quality finisher, and that's more evidence. If I'd known it was going to be like this, I'd have called in sick. Jackson has got on top. Liberatore. He's lost possession. Dixon marks inside 50 and can have a shot.
These forwards and midfielders have great connections. No wonder at all they're scoring so freely.
Drop punt. That'll be a goal. Never in doubt. Have a go, you mugs. Jackson has probably got the points at this stage. He's everywhere at the moment. Dixon commands the footy.
They just haven't had an answer for him, nor many of his teammates, to be fair.
Dixon, they still haven't woken up to him, and he gets another. Have a look at that margin. Good ruck work. Liberatore inside 50 with the kick. Impey tries to spike it out of the danger zone. Amos is released by the handball. Dixon navigated the traffic. Danaher, Impey in the right spot at the right time. Hooked the ball, and that's a goal. Good ruck work. Liberatore. They're a big chance here. Dixon had his name written all over it.
He hasn't looked like missing so far, so I'll back him in here.
He's kicked beautifully at goal today, and that is no exception. It's the ultimate humiliation. Jackson wins it. Liberatore, big tackle laid. It's a free for push in the back. He'll drive them inside 50 yet again. The kick was centimetre perfect.
They're happy if he can halve the contest and bring the Crummers into play, but those hands are looking sticky.
They like it behind the goals. He's got it. Brutality has a new name. Jackson with the tap. Liberatore almost threw it out. Good hands. Yo, fighting hard. Wants to take the game on. Can they get another one here? They're running riot. What a result. They'll be ecstatic about this. Jackson showing his skills. Liberatore has turned it on today. It's an exhibition in attacking footy.
He's batting at 100% so far.
Dixon throws it on the boot, and that's a goal. Jackson, it's a masterclass in ruck work. Edging it forward. He's wrapped up. Meek closed him down. Kicks to space. Sloppy disposal and a turnover. Inside 50 with the kick. Dixon gets to the front spot.
This deserves a goal. Should be a goal.
He's put it through. The way they're going, you wouldn't bet against them sneaking one more in here. Jackson has been dominant in the ruck. They've got them on the overlap. Amos, great hands there.
He's been unbelievable. That's his 4th contested mark.
They're on a tear, and they're dealing maximum damage.
That was reminiscent of Tony Plugger-Lockett, the way he used his body, then went back and put it straight through the middle.
And that finally is the end of that. It was the smashing to end all smashes. What were the main differences today, Hart?
A whomping, a hammering, an annihilation, a spifflication. Choose your adjective, I don't care. This match was incredibly dull in its predictability from a neutral's point of view. But that
Saturday afternoon footy is underway. English wins it down. Dawson in his natural habitat. Can't afford to give it back in the corridor. Can he hit a target? That's an impressive mark. Searching kick. A spell on the pine might be warranted after that. Normally delivers. Williams within range. Can make them pay. Zerk-Thatcher showing why he's such a good defender. Penetrating ball. Danaher just about had enough time for a cup of tea. Doherty. Off he goes. They can't catch him. They can't catch him. Can he finish it off? He ran into a brick wall. Must be incorrect disposal. It is.
He's suggesting he got something on it. I'm not sure he did.
Sinclair heads them off at the pass. Van Rooyen has charged into space.
This would give him a shot of confidence.
Drop punt looks good. He's got it. 1 goal straight plays, no score. English wins the hit out. A bit of a panicked handball. Sloppy disposal and a turnover. Hacking it forward. Side bottom. Takes an excellent grab. He's made a bright start. Honours the lead. What's he got on offer? Doesn't often waste it. This ought to end in a goal. Delivers it inside 50. They've moved it well and given themselves a good look here.
This deserves a goal. Should be a goal.
He's kicked it like an arrow. They've hit the ground running and they're looking in fine form. English smashes it out of there. Liberatore had some assistance. He'll be annoyed by that. Can he be the fire starter? They've put themselves under pressure. Dawson, this is promising. Provides some run. Takes the responsibility. Just needs to finish. Finish he does. 3 on the trot and a good start has become a great one. English with a deft tap. Lays it off. They've given it back. Williams. Through the centre square he goes. McGovern is there to save the day. Can he find a teammate? Sanders making his claim for the Golden Fist Award. Absorbs the pressure. Farms it out. Dale gets to it first. He'll feel that one. Squeezes the kick. Dawson accepted the invitation. Good tackle. He's besieged. How did he get rid of it? Illegally, says the ump.
It's a hot footy today.
Quarter time, and one side will be happier than the other, clearly. But there's a long way to go. Gary Lyon is down on the boundary. Gaz, what have you got for us?
When you're up against a side playing this well, you've got to find a way to limit the damage, knowing that they're unlikely to keep your standard up for the whole match. If you can do that, you'll be in a position to shift the pressure back onto them once you get your turn with the momentum.
Thanks, Gary, as we get going again. Good thinking and good execution too. Ignoring the corridor for now. Liberatore uses the body well. Kicks to space. Dale with the big fist. Knew the tackle was coming. He's been busy so far. Williams relishing the contest. Richards, Daniel in the right spot. The defenders will be nervous. McGovern saves the day again. What a game he's having. Henry working hard and being rewarded. He's generally a good kick. Jackson has a vice-like grip. Finally, they go inside 50. Danaher got to the right position and hung on.
His last shot found the middle. Can he double his money?
Danaher will know what's coming. He punches it through and they are flying. It's all gone as script for them so far. Plenty of work ahead though as we restart. Trelaw. They need to hit the scoreboard here. McGovern with another contested mark. They just keep kicking it to him. Probing ball. Henry, dangerous to leave on his own. He's been industrious. Doherty. Good luck catching him. Just needs an accurate kick now. Heads for home. That was never missing. They are giving them a hiding so far, but there's still time for them to turn it around. English showing his skills. Bontempelli, McGovern at centre half-back. You can see their confidence growing. That's a good option, and this looks promising. His field kicking is normally first rate. That play should have resulted in a shot at goal. Dale. McGovern reads the ball so well. Happy to be patient and wait for an opening. The kick was centimetre perfect. They found the magic formula. Punched away. Dixon. That's sloppy play. Jones is calm in a crisis. Bramble delivers a long ball. Well played. Can they put something on the board before half-time? Ugle-Hagan is in the clear and marks uncontested.
He couldn't believe his luck finding that much space inside the forward 50.
Drop punt, and he has put it away.
They've looked to the likely source to provide a spark, and he's done just that.
The major interval is upon us. Lots to debate and discuss during the halftime break for fans, commentators and coaches alike.
Let's head down to Gary Lyon on the boundary.
Whoever's counting the tackles is earning their money. Every time anyone gets the footy, you just expect them to be crunched. This intensity will be difficult to sustain, so we may see some space open up at some stage, but there'll be some sore bodies. Don't worry about that.
Good on you, Gary. Thank you.
Vandermeer works hard to present. Ugle-Hagan on a lead. Drives it inside the forward 50. Felt the pressure. He stopped in his tracks. They're fighting tooth and nail not to give up a goal. McGovern. Now it's someone else's problem. Jackson. Side bottom. Henry can send them into attack. Danaher. He'll kick this. In he goes. And he has delivered. It's not over yet, but it might be soon. Darcy palms it down. Williams, Liberatore.
He's suddenly a popular man.
Managed to get a handball away. Dawson in the centre square. Who's at home? Dixon had his name written all over it.
He's batting at 100% so far.
It's on the way. Good-looking kick. He's dobbed it. It's looking every bit of blowout at this stage. Jackson has rucked tirelessly. Goulden, quality delivery by foot. They've got them on the overlap. Van Rooyen demanded the footy and got it.
He'll fancy his chances.
There goes the kick, and he's put it through.
We didn't expect this today, and you wonder how much bigger the margin might get.
Darcy wins it. Treloar gives it everything. That's wasteful. They've got winners all over the park. It's come unstuck. Searching kick. It's an exhibition in how to give the ball back. Sweeping handball. Duday. Side bottom. I've liked his game today. Danaher takes a beauty. Can he hit a target? Good disciplined defence. Amos couldn't get an effective disposal. Manages to find a teammate. Normally delivers. Darcy all on his own. They haven't been able to buy a goal. That's symptomatic of their malaise. They'll compete inside the 50. Duray got a fist in. Amos, terrific forward pressure. What can they build here? Jones closed him down. Credit to those home fans who are still here. This has been a horror show.
Time to check in with Gary.
You suspect they're playing for pride, but if they get the first couple, you never know. They've been outclassed so far, no doubt about that. But I can think of plenty of examples when a side's got up and won on the strength of one exceptional quarter. It'll take something special, though.
Thanks for those observations, Gary, as we get back underway.
Henry, he's taken a beauty. Who will stand under that? Papley outbodied his opponent and took a ripper.
A goal here will shut the door on them.
Struck it well, no problems there. The sting's well and truly gone out of this one.
been a great duel between the two big men.
Danaher at centre-half forward. This will be his 5th inside 50. They're putting on a clinic.
This for number 3.
Van Rooyen. They still haven't woken up to him, and he gets another.
We thought this one might be close, but it hasn't turned out that way. Darcy wins the tap. Williams, Trelaw, Vandermeer under pressure. It's a tough game. He's set upon.
That's in the back.
They're moving the footy quickly. Some good ball movement, wasted by a poor entry. A chance to clear now. They've opened them up here. They'll take the patient approach. Henry on centre wing is marked. Can they get another one?
Taking out some frustration, possibly.
He still found a way. Langdon, Danaher, Dawson with time. Jones runs onto it. He's so clean with the footy. Langdon wins it back. Great mark. He's had little impact so far. He could have blazed away, but he's done the team thing.
It's a big margin, and it should get at least 6 points bigger.
They're on a tear, and they're dealing maximum damage.
They're not letting up on them. They're insatiable today.
The buzzards are circling. O'Brien showing his skills. Goulden. Danaher. Too big, too strong, too good.
He hasn't looked like missing so far, so I'll back him in here.
This will be touch and go. Darcy ensures there's no second chance. That's a well-placed kick. Amos, within range, can make them pay.
Well, there's one side working hard at the moment, and the other side's just sitting back waiting for their teammates to do the work.
Looks good. He's steered it through.
That's a bit of a freebie. You can't afford to turn the ball over like that.
What a result. They'll be ecstatic about this. Full time. There was only ever one winner today. That is... big roar as the umpire holds the footy aloft. Jackson wins the tap. Dawson normally delivers. Van Rooyen at centre-half forward. What's he got on offer? Searching kick. Dixon had his name written all over it.
It's one of those ones that should be kicked. It's amazing how often players miss them.
Drop punt looks good. He's got it.
If they can get up ahead of steam, they'll be hard to stop. That was a terrific passage of play, culminating in a great goal.
The first goal didn't take long. Dunkley gets the kick away. Quality delivery by foot. Can he find a teammate? Andrews wins the contest and can relieve the pressure. Little one to half-back. Lohman has found some space. That's a good option, and this looks promising. Doesn't often waste it. No one could mark. Liberatore dishes it off. Great anticipation. They've got time to put the kettle on. Murphy takes an excellent grab. They're on point so far. Punched that like he meant it. Dunkley. They've put themselves under pressure. He's been busy so far. Good disciplined defence. You can't question his commitment. Got the handball away. They've worked it well. Danaher. Jackson. Approaching the 50. He'll kick this. In he goes. And he has delivered. They've hit the ground running and they're looking in fine form. The big men fly. Bailey. Dunkley. Just shoveled it out. They've coughed it up. Blasts away. Andrews saves the day again. That's good vision. Berry in the clear. He's made a bright start. Liberatore read that one like a book. Can they get another one? Dixon commands the footy. They've had the better of the contest to this point. Dunkley couldn't complete the mark. Neal in the right spot. That's unusual. Gets the kick under huge pressure and it's hit the post.
The coach might make him do 20 push-ups for that.
Wilmot goes short with the kick in. Good work rate. Can he impose himself on the match? They've coughed it up. What a bonus this would be.
This is what he gets paid to do, kick these goals.
Big opportunity here. He puts it away and they're 6 points richer. So the underdog throwing down the gauntlet. You can see their belief growing. Dunkley. What a first turn they're having. Decides to go. His field kicking is normally first rate. The interchange bench might be calling after that blue. Danaher, all on his own. Butler works hard to present. Clever kick. Akers can just about finish it himself. This deserves a goal. They've got a problem now.
He'll expect to convert this.
Heads for home. That was never missing. One team's come to play and the other, well, they might as well be rolling out of bed. The big men fly. Dunkley, they're a big chance here. Danaher gets to the front spot. Probing ball. Alarm bells are ringing.
He couldn't believe his luck finding that much space inside the forward 50.
It's on the way. Good-looking kick. He's dogged it. Surely they can't keep this pace up. O'Brien looking for territory. Dunkley. Bailey honours the lead. Can he be the fire starter? Murphy marks on the last line of defence. You can see their confidence growing. Morris got a fist in. Ashcroft, he's gone. Quarter time and a chance for the coaches to address their players and maybe even tweak the game plan. Gary Lyon is down on the boundary. Gaz, what have you got for us?
It's a big margin after just one quarter of footy, and it's no wonder. Clearances, disposals, inside 50s, they're winning them all comfortably. The golfing class appears significant, and I'm not surprised to see this turn into a rout.
Thanks, Gary. As we get going again, recognising the urgency. Murphy is a rock in defence. He's having a ripper, although that's not his best kick. Ashcroft accepted the invitation. Berry has brought his own ball. Goal coming up.
They needed to get the first of the second quarter, and they have.
After a goalless first term, they'll feel a lot better getting on the board early in the second. Dunkley, that might attract the pack. Andrews clears the area.
Van Rooyen.
Dixon, he's got it. It's not over yet, but it might be soon. The big men fly. Ashcroft, Berry, it's a tough game. They cannot keep him quiet. Clean pickup, picking their way through. This is good ball movement. They need to hit the scoreboard here.
Can't keep hold of it.
Berry,
They are hunting the ball carrier.
he's put the foot down.
He's run too far. He didn't leave the umpire any choice.
Ineffective kick. That's a bit of a waste. Knew the tackle was coming.
Ball, cries the crowd, and the umpire agrees.
You've got to be quicker than that.
Goes long. Andrews tries to spike it out of the danger zone. The boundary umpire will toss it back inside the 50. McInerney with a deft tap. O'Brien intercepts the hand pass. Dunkley. Akers.
He's suddenly a popular man.
Under pressure. Sloppy disposal. And we'll have a throw in.
Momentum is so important. A couple of goals either way would make a huge difference.
McInerney with a deft tap. Berry met solidly. The umpire says he had no prior. Who can get the clearance? Ashcroft.
The team physios will be working overtime.
Dealt with the pressure. Dunkley only knows one way. Puts the ball and that's a goal.
It's been quite a turn-up. What a first half we've seen.
O'Brien wins it. Dunkley. They've found the magic formula. Dumped away. Answorth. Can he mop up? Into the middle with the kick. Dawson heads them off at the pass. They'll compete inside the 50. Bailey went bang. McKenna. And they're out of trouble. And that's a letdown. Wanting to get on with the job.
Not on my watch, he says. The umpire was compelled.
They'll have to give it a ride to get it home from there.
It's a big kick. It'll make the distance. We'll wait on the goal umpire. Full points. What a kick.
We didn't expect this today, and you wonder how much bigger the margin might get.
Jackson slaps it out. That's a legal disposal, isn't it? He's hit up the lead. Finally, they go inside 50. Duday read that one right off the boot. He's generally a good kick. Danaher navigated the traffic. I'm not sure he wanted it. This is promising. They've got winners all over the park. Dixon looms large as usual.
He'd kick this more often than not.
He's a good set shot, and he's buried that one. This one might be settled now. McInerney has shaded the ruck battle despite the scoreboard. That's symptomatic of their malaise. Searching kick. Danaher got to the right position and hung on. He'll pump them into attack once more. Answorth needs a good decision. Jackson says thank you very much. Drives it inside the forward 50. Goulden has bobbed up.
There's some pretty ordinary defending going on out there at the moment.
They've been running hot, but not this time.
An ugly-looking scoreboard should probably be looking even uglier.
And that is the end of the first half. The home fans are shell-shocked. They didn't see this coming. Gary's back. What's caught your eye, Gaz?
Whoever's counting the tackles is earning their money. Every time anyone gets the footy, you just expect them to be crunched. This intensity will be difficult to sustain, so we may see some space open up at some stage. There'll be some sore bodies. Don't worry about that.
Thanks for those observations, Gary, as we get back underway.
He'll be disappointed. That was one he would have expected to convert.
I've liked his game today. Weddle wins it back. Great mark. Looking to extend this margin. He would have fancied his chances from there. Dunkley. Dixon. The tackle couldn't stop the shot, but it's hit the post.
The way it's going, it probably won't be long until they get another opportunity.
Taking no risks with the kick in. Side bottom. He can make them pay royally.
It's a big margin, and it should get at least 6 points bigger.
Side bottom has one already. Now it's two.
Sometimes a break can interrupt momentum, but that hasn't happened here.
O'Brien showing his skills. Ashcroft. Danaher has it within range.
He hasn't done a lot today, but he's still done some good things.
He's given it a ride. He'll have the distance. What about the accuracy?
A contested mark and goal, exactly what the doctor wanted.
Can they follow that goal up with another?
McInerney with a deft tap. Bailey almost threw it out. Dishes it off. Ashcroft hacking it forward. Archie had his name written all over it.
He's not on the board yet. That should change here.
He's a quality finisher, and that's more evidence. Well, I won't say they're on their way back, but this has been much better just lately. O'Brien gets his hand to it. Goulden caught, dropped it like a hot potato. What's he got on offer? Gets the kick away. Van Rooyen, desperate defence. Amos just shoveled it out. McKenna gathers, throws it on the boot.
They say the road to hell is paved with good intentions, then short passing in the back line.
Normally a reliable kick. Can he make this one count?
Quick snap, and that's a goal. 2 goals each for the quarter. O'Brien smashes it out of there. Ball spills free in the tackle. Bailey, 1 step ahead. He's kicked it the wrong way. Fletcher thought his way through it. It's been that kind of day for them. A good kick here and they'll be in business. Henry has found some space. Can anyone take a mark? That's a strong mark.
This deserves a goal. Should be a goal.
He's kicked it like an arrow. The buzzards are circling. McInerney wins the hit out. Ashcroft, Dunkley. Danaher trying to find a path. Managed to get a handball away. Dawson has it now on centre wing. Goulden. McInerney mops that one up. They've given it back. Danaher. He shouldn't have any trouble, and he doesn't.
Everything they've touched has turned to gold today.
The big men fly. Dunkley. Can he find a teammate? Danaher. Great body work. He sends them inside for the 4th time. Dawson, good handball. Akers gets the kick under huge pressure, and it's hit the post.
He really should have capitalised on that, but not to be.
Wilmot to bring it in. Very strong grab. Goes short again by foot. Fletcher can keep it moving. What can they build here? McInerney, terrific tackle. That sloppy play, and it could come back to bite. Lohman is hard to beat one-on-one. Three quarters done, and this has been a real turn-up. I don't think anyone tipped it. Time to check in with Gary.
There's not a lot a coach can say when the wheels have fallen off. They just haven't been up for the fight at all. To my eye, it looks like a bunch of individuals running around trying to inflate their own stats rather than do anything meaningful for the team. Horribly disappointing for their fans.
Good on you, Gary. Thank you. Rucks go at it. Good tackle. Just had to get it out. A quick getaway wasn't possible. Can he hit a target? McCluggage will keep coming. Cameron crosses the paint. It must be his birthday. Ignoring the corridor for now. Cameron making his claim for the Golden Fist Award. Weddle managed to get out despite the tackle. Bouncing ball. Leicester desperate to win it back. He'll be sore in the morning. Wasn't a great kick. They've turned it over. That's a dreadful hand pass. He doesn't waste many. Very Berry uses the body well.
Weddle is proving a massive thorn in their side.
Happy to be patient and wait for an opening. You can't afford to do that too often. Cameron can just about go all the way. They need to hit the scoreboard here. Rayner, that's good work rate.
Kicking at his first.
Critical contest coming up.
Hipwood, red at best, and will cut the margin.
A real gimme goal coming up.
Here's a chance with the outside of the boot, and he's miscued it. No score. Delivers a long ball. Leicester clears the area. Side bottom can take some time and find the right option. They've got winners all over the park. Feeling the heat.
The umpire says he made an attempt to get it out.
McInerney.
They won't blame him.
Berry. Stripped of it. He's wrapped up. It's a tough game.
There are only two ways you can dispose of it, and he did neither.
It's a hot footy today.
Danaher outbodied his opponent and took a ripper.
That's symptomatic of their day.
Good penetration on the kick. Danaher gets to the front spot. They're toying with them now. Van Rooyen. That one was always his.
To finish off the good work.
Leans back and drills it. The scoreboard's about to fall over. It's so lopsided. Jackson wins it. Dunkley.
They cannot keep him quiet.
Good thinking and good execution too.
He'll send it inside 50 for the 6th time today.
It's all just a bit easy at the moment. They're getting the ball inside 50 under not nearly enough pressure.
How's the kick? Nothing wrong with that.
What a result. They'll be ecstatic about this.
McInerney.
He's rucked superbly in a losing cause.
Keeps it low. Dealt with the pressure. Jackson navigated the traffic. Wilmot gets there first. You can't question his commitment. Dunkley. He's generally a good kick. Danaher. He's taken a beauty. Takes the logical option. Wilmot.
They are hunting the ball carrier.
Concedes ground. Answorth hunting the footy. Kicks inside the forward 50.
Slips through his fingers.
Sinclair saw that coming.
No sign of them dropping off. Taking out some frustration, possibly. You wouldn't want to play this side in this form. They would have wiped the floor with most teams today.
Saturday night football is upon us. Jackson wins the first ruck contest. Couldn't get a disposal. You can't afford to do that too often. What's he got on offer? His field kicking is normally first rate. Jackson, that's good work rate. Searching kick. Henry is hard to beat one-on-one. Looking to hit up the short option. He should have held that one. Hapley, Taylor gets in the way. Hoping for a big contested grab. Murphy wins it back. Great mark. Normally delivers. Danaher, dangerous to leave on his own. Goulden pushes into space and receives the footy.
They should be on the board with a goal.
It's not the best kick. Has he done enough? He has.
I feel better now they're in front and getting some reward on the scoreboard.
The first goal was a while coming, but the early signs are we're in for a great contest. Briggs with a deft tap. Plenty of heat in this game. Goulden farms it out. Dawson, Danaher, stripped of the footy. Must be incorrect disposal. It is.
Did he actually make slight contact with the ball?
That's good. Keep it moving. Little one to half back. It's a bad mistake. He's made a bright start. Canelio spoils. He's besieged. He's been busy so far. Kelly, he's caught. Solid tackle. Some indirect ball movement here. Green, Ward. They'll contest in the centre square. Green on a lead. This is good tempo footy. Not sure what the idea was there. Kicking for his first. Liberatore is the beneficiary of some unselfish play and should convert. They've hit the ground running and they're looking in fine form. Jackson wins it out of the centre. Ward, the interchange bench might be calling after that blue. Doesn't often waste it. Goulden had his name written all over it. He's generally a good kick. He's hit up the lead. Can they get another one? Van Rooyen, great body work. Drives it inside the forward 50. It's hard to defend ball movement like this.
Already some good signs for them with how they're trying to move the football.
Heads for home. That was never missing.
Too early to panic, but they might think about making a couple of changes before a bad start becomes worse.
It's all one way so far. Punch clear. Peatling. He's gone. Navigated the traffic. Goulden in the centre square. The umpire says it's continuous play, so on they go. He's got the skill. He's got the composure. He's got the result. Starts don't come much more impressive than this. Briggs with a deft tap. Kelly, that's careless. Liberatore doing the grunt work. Thought his way through it. Briggs fighting hard. Taylor, clever kick. Honours the lead. Can he find a teammate? Side bottom. Read that one like a book. Kicks to space. Weddle gets to the front spot. They found the magic formula. Ward making his claim for the Golden Fist Award. Liberatore, they're huffing and puffing. Danaher marks again. His contested marking is superb. Approaching the 50. Picking their way through. Dixon, that's a big play.
Relatively straightforward kick, but that's easy to say from here.
Drop punt, that'll be a goal. Never in doubt.
They're really opening them up, and right now they have no answers to the onslaught.
It's quarter time. That was something to behold. This contest might already be decided. Gary Lyon is with us. What do you make of this one, Gaz?
When you're up against a side playing this well, you've got to find a way to limit the damage, knowing that they're unlikely to keep your standard up for the whole match. If you can do that, you'll be in a position to shift the pressure back onto them once you get your turn with the momentum.
We'll see how it plays out. Thanks, Gary.
His last shot found the middle. Can he double his money?
It's on the way, and there's another nail in the coffin.
Sometimes a break can interrupt momentum, but that hasn't happened here. Briggs has shaded the ruck battle despite the scoreboard.
Riccardi working hard and being rewarded. Ward, they've worked it well. That's a give up. Callahan in the right spot at the right time. Daniels, he's set upon. Who was he aiming for? Dunkley chops it off.
That might attract the pack.
Perryman fumbled it like a cake of soap. They're moving the footy quickly. Dunkley is there. He's got support. Turned over. Drives it inside the forward 50. McGovern is a rock in defence. A chance to clear now. Danaher makes position. You can see their confidence growing. Thumped away. Himmelberg has eyes only for the footy. They need a mark. Murphy clears the area.
They are hunting the ball carrier.
A bit of a panicked handball. They've set up well for the kick-in. Liberatore in the clear. Goes long. Spud Frawley would have loved that one. Weddle. They've put themselves under pressure. A good kick here and they'll be in business. Brown takes a beauty.
It would be an understatement to say they need this.
Pins the ears back, winds up and drives it right through the middle.
It was a terrific mark leading up to that goal. It might be the time to get them back into this match.
Can they follow that goal up with another?
Briggs smashes it out of there. You can't question his commitment. Canelio, good penetration on the kick. Punched away. Weddle, terrific forward pressure. Zerk Thatcher hasn't seen a lot of it. Quality delivery by foot. Ignoring the corridor for now. Himmelberg is dangerous when he has space. Manages to find a teammate. Can they get two in a row? McGovern continues to be a thorn in their side. Into the middle with the kick. Daniels went bang. Sinclair breaks the line. This is promising, showing some dare. He's so clean with the footy. Amos outbodied his opponent and took a ripper.
He's not on the board yet. That should change here.
Struck it well, no problems there. We're expecting a good close game today, but so far it's been nothing of the sort. The big men fly. Dunkley, Dawson running in support. Goulden heads long towards goal. He's got the distance, but not the accuracy.
The way it's going, it probably won't be long until they get another opportunity.
Himmelberg goes short with the kick in. Good work rate. What a game he's having. They're moving the footy well here. Well-weighted kick. Dunkley got a fist in. Dawson is cool under pressure. Danaher, he'd like that one again. He's wrapped up.
He's been pinged for holding the man.
And they're away. Canelio has charged into space. The kick's gone nowhere. Sets a task for the forwards. Iden at full back stops them in their tracks. And that is the end of the first half. The home fans are shell-shocked. They didn't see this coming. Now for some analysis from Gary Lyon.
I'm not sure whether this is a case of not listening to what the coach is saying or just being unable to put it into practice. Either way, they're easy to play against at the moment, as the scoreboard shows. They need to get back to basics and build from there.
Thanks for those observations, Gary, as we get back underway. He's kicked it like an arrow. It's looking every bit of blowout at this stage. Punch clear.
I felt that one from here.
Green. That's symptomatic of their malaise. Searching kick. Gathers it cleanly on the wing. They're leading them a merry dance. Amos wins the contest hands down. Can he hit a target? Danaher gets to the front spot and can line them up.
He's been busy setting up goals for teammates. Now he'd love one for himself.
He's got it done. The scoreboard is starting to get ugly. Briggs showing his skills. Ward, he might have thought about hand passing. Liberatore in heavy traffic. Absorbs the pressure. Briggs takes the hand pass. Stripped of it. He's in trouble. That must be incorrect disposal.
He's not happy, but the call's correct.
He's been quiet. The kick lets them down. The aerialists will battle for this ball. Dixon got to the right position and hung on.
He'll fancy his chances.
He's kicked beautifully at goal today, and that is no exception. It's all one-way traffic now. Briggs wins it down. Canelio, Green, under pressure. O'Halloran. Is anyone home? McGovern cuts it off. Normally delivers. Liberatore uses the body well. He's only had the one inside 50. Henry can keep it moving. He probably should have hand passed. Feeds it out. Danaher under pressure. That's not like him. It's been that kind of day for them. What's he got on offer? Happy to be patient and wait for an opening. It's amounted to nothing. Navigated the traffic. Himmelberg showing real strength. Bedford in the centre square. Taylor, no easy exit. Great tackling technique there. The two big men do battle. Goulden, it's a desperate tackle. Whitfield reads the play so well. He's hit up the lead. He's leading all comers for disposals. Green has got loose. That's a good option, and this looks promising. Henry chops it off. He'll be sore in the morning. Butler, Liberatore, heads towards goal and does not let them down. The buzzards are circling. The two big men do battle. Ward, he'll drive them inside 50 yet again. Weddle tries to spike it out of the danger zone. Might be time for one more score here. Dixon, Dunkley. Through the centre square he goes. Van Rooyen, they've worked it well.
Kicking at his first.
He hasn't hit the scoreboard yet. He has now. Everything they've touched has turned to gold today. The big men fly. It's no place for the faint-hearted. Dixon, Liberatore, Goulden in the right spot. Dunkley, he's going for home. And why wouldn't he with a finish like that?
He has produced a clinical finish there to cap off a terrific passage of play.
Credit to those home fans who are still here. This has been a horror show. Gary's with us again. What's on your mind, Gaz?
Well, this is why we have practice matches. At least now they've got a fair idea what doesn't work, but they'll need to improve in a hurry in order to make a winning start to the season proper. On current evidence, they might be among the also-rans this year.
Good on you, Gary. Thank you. This has been a real smashing. Can they paper over a few cracks? Briggs, they won't blame him. Kelly, Riccardi, working hard and presenting well. Clever kick. Murphy wins it back. Great mark. Dixon just had to get it out. Liberatore managed to get a handball away. Couldn't burst through. Terrific tackle. Going for goal. Flirting with the post. Will wait on the goal umpire. Only one behind.
Not a gimme goal, but probably should have been kicked nevertheless.
Liberatore, what a work ethic he has. Brown wins it back. That's a poor strike. Hogan has taken a terrific mark.
He hasn't done a lot today, but he's still done some good things.
He's the right man to have it, and he's delivered. They've got a couple back, but they need to keep coming. Briggs, he's rucked superbly in a losing cause. Henry, what can he do with it? Danaher, I think he called for that. Comes free in the tackle. Goulden, so influential today. Attracted a crowd. Liberatore claims the advantage and can shoot at goal. They appeal for a free kick, but will have a stoppage. Briggs with the tap. Goulden, just as they were looking dangerous, they've coughed it up. And they're out of trouble. Can't afford to give it back in the corridor. That's a bit of a waste. Complete commitment. Bedford, Cornelio. Kelly needs a good decision. Daniels on a lead. Callahan. No sign of them dropping off. Farrell read that well. Junk times come early. Whitfield takes an excellent grab. Can he find a teammate? They've opened them up here. The kick's gone nowhere. Henry, clever handball. Dixon just shoveled it out. Butler, Danaher, handballs it to nobody. Bouncing ball. The kick was misdirected. Great play. Bounced straight off his chest. He wouldn't take no for an answer. Bad error there. Crunching tackle. The umpire will have it. Briggs with a deft tap. Kelly, he's been accosted. The umpire says he had no prior. Briggs got his palm to it. Green kicks to space. Kelly, that's a bruising tackle. Throws it on the boot. Green gets his kick despite the heat. Peatling fumbled it like a cake of soap. Liberatore, Dunkley dishes it off. Errant hand pass, and they've turned it over. Brown has a vice-like grip. Momentum has changed colours. Bedford can just about finish it himself. They've got time to put the kettle on. Green, he's plucked it and should have a shot.
It's been a dark day, but that was a more positive passage of play, and it should result in a goal.
He hasn't stopped working all day, and that's just reward. Well played.
It's been an impressive response, but you can't help wondering where this intensity was earlier in the match.
Dawson dealt with the pressure. Dunkley, Liberatore. What a game he's having. He would have fancied his chances from there. He's set upon. That was a brilliant tackle. Oh, they're hitting in hard. Briggs wins the hit out. Callahan, Dunkley intercepts the hand pass. Dixon, Iden, one step ahead. Cornelio hacking it forward. Sinclair making his claim for the Golden Fist Award. Now it's someone else's problem. They've coughed it up. He doesn't waste many. Riccardi had it and lost it. The umpire holds the footy aloft. Jackson wins the first hit out. Bruin leading from the front.
Is anyone home?
Murphy takes an excellent grab. Normally delivers. Iden gets a kick away. De Koning read that one right off the boot. He might have thought about the corridor. Liberatore chops it off. Goes laterally. Guthrie stripped of the footy. Tui, he stopped in his tracks. Navigated the traffic. Knew the tackle was coming. Kolajasny. Bruin marks on centre wing. What's he got on offer? Searching kick. Thatcher
Doing what he does best.
under pressure. Close. Takes the hand pass. Goulden is there in defence. Chips the halfback. Doherty has found some space. Chipping it around. No urgency. Dawson, dangerous to leave on his own. He's made a hot start to this match. De Koning with the big fist.
Both sides making their fair share of mistakes. It's just a matter of who can punish the opposition the most.
Jackson smashes it out of there. He's gone. Dempsey, hand pass cut off. Doherty doing the grunt work. Handballs it to nobody. Stengel shaves the grass with that one. Goulden didn't need to be asked twice. He's been busy so far.
Van Rooyen.
Crunching tackle. The umpire whistles for a ball up. Jackson wins it. Dunkley. Doherty. He's good in these situations, but not this time. One behind.
The perfect start's gone begging, but I'm seeing some good early signs for them.
Stewart brings it back in. Amos, he can make them pay royally.
He'd kick this more often than not.
He doesn't miss many of these, and he hasn't missed that one. 1-1 to nothing. Jackson slaps it out. Dunkley comes free in the tackle. Delivers a long ball. Good disciplined defence. Guthrie by hand. Stewart, terrific forward pressure. Gets his kick despite the heat. Danaher, he still found a way. Dixon, quick snap, and that's a goal!
They've hit the ground running and they're looking in fine form.
Hawkins wins it down. Dempsey trying to find a path. Cameron, great body work. Can he be the fire starter? Needed to be clean and wasn't. Weddle got the handball away. They've put themselves under pressure. Towards the goal mouth. Farrell intercepts. Tries a safe ball. Thatcher. His field kicking is normally first rate. Guthrie went bang, and they see it out.
Lots to analyse, Gaz. What stands out?
Hopefully, once these sides have had a good look at each other, the game will open up.
Jackson with a deft tap. Hawkins closed him down.
They're tackling with great intent.
Hawkins, the winner there. Dangerfield, Blitzarves, Dempsey. He ran into a brick wall. Kicks to space. Who's got the wheels? That's a bruising tackle. That was almost handed to him. Danaher getting involved. Side bottom.
They are hunting the ball carrier.
They're going nowhere and will have a stoppage near the centre. Jackson gets his hand to it. Goulden, Dunkley, onto it in a flash. He's going with a drop punt. I think it's on track. Yes, sir. What a goal. 3 on the trot and a good start has become a great one. Jackson wins it. Dunkley couldn't get a disposal. That sloppy play, and it could come back to bite. Side bottom, couldn't mark. Dunkley, Danaher, that has to hurt. Butler, what can he do with it? Jackson is released by the handball. He's got it! One team's come to play and the other, well, they might as well be rolling out of bed. Hawkins with a deft tap. Dempsey, Blitzarves, uses the non-preferred. It's no place for the faint-hearted. That's a bit of a waste. Dempsey. They should have been going forward. Now they'll have to defend. They've got all the momentum, and they've busted this one right open.
How good was that finish under pressure? He's such a classy player.
It's all gone to script for them so far. Plenty of work ahead, though, as we restart. Couldn't burst through. The kick was centimetre perfect. They need to hit the scoreboard here. De Goey making his claim for the Golden Fist Award. That's a dreadful hand pass, hacking it forward. Iden wins the contest and can relieve the pressure. You can see their confidence growing. Good work rate. Off he goes. They can't catch him. Going for territory. Hapley. Can anyone take a mark? Kolajasny is there to thwart that play. A chance to clear now. It's a dreadful mistake. They're on point so far. Duday can just about finish it himself. What a first term they're having. Dixon read it well and claims the mark.
Well, there's one side working hard at the moment, and the other side's just sitting back waiting for their teammates to do the work.
There goes the kick, and he's put it through.
Some good ball movement there created that opportunity, and a cool finish as well.
It's quarter time. That was something to behold. This contest might already be decided. Hawkins wins the hit out. Dempsey, terrific tackle. Can he find a teammate? Dangerfield. Jackson runs onto it. Goulden manages to get off a handball. Had some assistance. Side bottom. De Goey. He's going for goal. It's not good off the boot. In fact, it's slammed into the behind post. Looking to hit up the short option. The kick was misdirected.
Straight in front, should not miss.
Van Rooyen, you know what's coming. He punches it through, and they are flying. It's not over yet, but it might be soon. Jackson has got on top. Goulden reads the tap well. Danaher lays it off. That 4-0 forward amounts to nothing. Quality delivery by foot. Honours the lead. Risk-free footy at the moment. Cameron doesn't often waste it. That's symptomatic of their malaise. They've got winners all over the park. Gee, they're playing well. He's generally a good kick. Dixon has been a real live wire. Penetrating ball. De Koning read that one like a book. Ignoring the corridor for now. Not sure what the idea was there. Normally delivers. Dixon makes position. They're a big chance here. Alarm bells are ringing. Another forward 50 entry. Jackson. This is a big opportunity.
There's some pretty ordinary defending going on out there at the moment.
To cap off a wonderful passage of play, that would have been a great team goal.
That's an opportunity gone begging. We'll back him in more often than not from there.
Guthrie tasked with the kick in. The kick lets them down.
He hasn't got his name on the goal scorers list yet. Here's a good chance.
It's on the way, and there's another nail in the coffin. This one might be settled now. The big men fly. Goulden, can he get it out? Danaher on a lead. It's a dominant display. Van Rooyen, he's plucked it and should have a shot.
That was great use of the body. He's so hard to beat in those situations.
Looks good. He's steered it through. The buzzards are circling. Jackson with the tap. Almost threw it out. Side bottom. Can he impose himself on the match? Van Rooyen is so strong one-on-one.
They're happy if he can halve the contest and bring the Crummers into play, but those hands are looking sticky.
Kicks for goal. It's a lovely looking kick. He's drilled it. It's been an absolute avalanche. Jackson continues to have his way. He's been busy so far. That's an impressive mark. looking to extend this margin. Van Rooyen, great hands there.
This deserves a goal. Should be a goal.
He's given it a tug and missed.
Gee, he'll be disappointed with that, but he'll back himself to make amends if he gets a chance.
They've struggled to get it past the centre. Oh no, what's he doing?
Can he deliver? Yeah, back him more often than not.
Butler, right place, right time, goal. We didn't expect this today, and you wonder how much bigger the margin might get. O'Brien smashes it out of there. He's been dispossessed. Side bottom. That's almost worth a kick. Danaher, clean pickup. Good use of hands.
Great anticipation.
Tui, he's besieged. Moving the footy laterally. Holmes, how will the umpire see this?
Easy decision, the tackle was above the shoulders.
It's eluded him. Holmes, Bledsoes, Hawkins, Stengel with a little bit of time. Delivers a long ball. Cameron takes a beauty.
Bread and butter, you'd think.
You wouldn't expect him to have any trouble from there, and he doesn't. Can they follow that goal up with another? The big men fly. Dunkley has some attention to deal with. The kick is precise. He's been industrious. O'Connor spoils. Van Rooyen, Liberatore under pressure. Duncan, it's a tough game. This spells trouble. Met solidly. The umpire says he had no prior. The two big men do battle.
It's a hospital hand pass.
Jackson, Tui in the right spot at the right time. Hawkins, Bledsoes, farms it out. Tui under pressure. Dangerfield, clever kick. Stengel outbodied his opponent and took a ripper. McGovern read that well. This might be a chance for the high flyers.
Van Rooyen
handballs it to nobody.
They're fighting tooth and nail not to give up a goal.
Dunkley affects the turnover. Solid tackle. Snap around the body. It's there!
Normal service has resumed.
Normal service has resumed. O'Brien, he is simply too good. Was that a throw? And that is the end of the first half. The home fans are shell-shocked. They didn't see this coming.
Time to check in with Gary.
Hit out, clearance, inside 50, shot on goal. Rinse and repeat. At some point, you'd think the opposition would do something about it. Anyone can look good against a team that would rather be anywhere else, but credit to them for taking full advantage. I'd be amazed if anything changes.
We'll see how it plays out. Thanks, Gary. He's got it!
Better ball movement on that occasion allowed them to open up that opportunity in front of goal, and they've got full reward for it.
Can they get that scoreboard looking a bit more respectable? O'Brien wins it down. Dunkley caught. Dropped it like a hot potato. Jackson, he's taken a beauty.
It's a big margin, and it should get at least 6 points bigger.
He's a quality finisher, and that's more evidence.
Everything they've touched has turned to gold today.
O'Brien has been dominant in the ruck. Dunkley, he's hit up the lead. What's he got on offer? They're moving the footy quickly. Dangerous spot for a loose ball.
Van Rooyen.
Goulden, he's lost it.
He had prior opportunity.
It's a bad feeling when you know you've been done cold.
Goes short again by foot. Jackson heads them off at the pass.
He's been striking them well. This shouldn't present any problems.
Jackson, right place, right time, goal. The scoreboard's about to fall over, it's so lopsided. O'Brien is teaching him a lesson. Gets the kick away. Henry mops that one up. They're giving them nothing. Throws it on the boot. Tui.
100% effort.
It's a hot footy. Goulden. Going for goal. Flirting with the post. Will wait on the goal umpire. Only one behind.
That's a waste. Lucky it's not close on the scoreboard.
Taking no risks with the kick in. If you don't wish to watch a replay, look away now.
He'd kick this more often than not.
In towards goal. He's made the goal on fire work, but he's got it. O'Brien, he's worth his weight in goal. They cannot keep him quiet. Danaher marks it centre half forward. Can he find a teammate? Van Rooyen uses the body well.
They're giving them a smashing in the middle and providing the forward with high-class service, and the forwards are making the most of it.
A chance to extend the margin, but alas, he has hit the post.
That was a promising build-up and deserved a better finish.
The ball's been living at one end. Broon in the clear. He's generally a good kick. O'Brien says thank you very much. He's struggled to make an impact to this point. They've given it back. Kicks to centre wing. That's careless kicking. He might have thought about the corridor. Danaher, all on his own. They've got winners all over the park. Dawson working hard and presenting well. Penetrating ball. Dixon gets to the front spot and can line them up.
They're running on top of the ground at the moment and playing an excellent brand of footy.
Woodstood off the boot. He's got it.
No doubt it's hard to stop a team when their ball movement's as good as this. The most troubling thing is it's been allowed to be good.
Broon just shoveled it out. Side bottom. Gathers. Plays on. O'Brien just needs an accurate kick now. Heads for home. Not the best strike. And it's hit the post.
Seemed like the defenders got a bit lost there and they were lucky not to give up a goal.
Manages to find a teammate. It's been that kind of day for them.
He's not on the board yet. That should change here.
He's missed.
You've got to use the time and space on offer. That was a waste.
Takes the short option from the kick in. He had one job and he made a meal of it.
He's 1 from 1 so far.
It's a goal!
They've shared the load really well, and it's one of the reasons they're right on top.
O'Brien showing his skills. Goulden, Hawkins manages to get off a handball. Atkins. Broon. I've liked his game today. He would have fancied his chances from there. Cameron with 3 now.
Not much has gone right for them today, but that was a great passage of play.
That might make them feel a bit better. It's been a woeful performance. Same old, same old. Goulden, he just dropped it. Broon, Tui, what can he do with it? Keen to get the ball moving. Puts the foot down and away he goes. A good kick here and they'll be in business. Jackson read it well and claims the mark. Amos, he's plucked it and should have a shot.
They're still hungry. Even with the game put to bed, that's a sign of a very good team.
He's kicked beautifully at goal today, and that is no exception.
The defenders are entitled to be annoyed with their mids. They're under all kinds of pressure.
O'Brien could do this with his eyes closed. Dunkley somehow released the ball. Dawson stripped of the footy. Through the centre square he goes. That's well played. Drives it deep. Weddle continues to be a thorn in their side. Normally delivers. Taking out some frustration possibly. Henry dealt with the pressure. Aaron hand passed and they've turned it over. Honours the lead. Can he hit a target? That's a strong mark. Golden opportunity here.
Kicking at his first.
This would be a timely goal. The kick's a bit wonky, but it doesn't matter. It's a goal.
It's been hard to find positives today, but that was skillful transition of the footy that led to that goal.
Credit to those home fans who are still here. This has been a horror show. Now for some analysis from Gary Lyon.
Demoralised, dispirited, disillusioned. All adjectives you can apply. If that's how I'm feeling, spare a thought for the side who's copying this horrible.
Thanks, Gary. As we get going again, still a way to go to restore some pride. O'Brien, just for something different, like Batman and Robin. Absorbs the pressure. Blitzars. Terrific tackle. And we will do it all again. O'Brien has rucked tirelessly. Goulden, happily, sets a task for the forwards. Kolajasny making his claim for the Golden Fist Award. Quick snap, and that's a goal!
There aren't many teams who can go with them when they're playing like this. They're firing on all cylinders.
O'Brien is giving him a bath. Quick kick towards centre half forward. He'll send it inside 50 for the 6th time today. Van Rooyen will take some stopping. Liberatore chops it off.
He's suddenly a popular man. He's been penalised for incorrect disposal.
Took too long there and coughs up what could have been a shot on goal.
That's symptomatic of their malaise. They're playing like champions. Weddle, probably too far out to score.
Is anyone home?
Van Rooyen is so strong one-on-one.
He continues to reel in contested marks, and it's not just physical strength. He judges the ball in flight so well.
Hasn't got hold of that one. It'll be a behind.
Not the greatest of finishes, but another opportunity will surely come up soon.
Stewart with the footy. Oh no, what's he doing?
He's batting at 100% so far.
Root ball goal!
If you're going to get scored against, you've got to at least know that you made it difficult for your opponent. That wasn't the case there.
Bowes thought his way through it. Good thinking and good execution too. Hawkins, Atkins, Cameron farms it out. Dempsey,
They're running up the stat sheet.
he still found a way. Cameron, inside 50 with the kick. Duda wins it back. Great mark.
Junk times come early.
Side bottom, works hard to present. Doesn't often waste it. Duda pushes into space and receives the footy. Happy to be patient and wait for an opening. The kick lets them down. Not a lot of positives today. Punched away. Manna bends it around the body. That's on target. Through it goes.
This has been a real smashing. Can they paper over a few cracks?
Hawkins,
He's been beaten, but he had a win there. The kick's gone nowhere.
McGovern, Dawson, good use of hands. Liberatore, some people can't kick that far. Amos just had to get it out. He's lost possession. Jackson
Tries to take them on and loses.
His annoyance can only be with himself for a lack of awareness.
and they're away. That's generous, and this could hurt the other way. Approach on the act.
One of their key markers has been how well they've shared the load. That list of goal kickers might be about to get a new name.
He hasn't hit the scoreboard yet. He has now.
They want to get it in his hands as much as they can with finishing like that.
The big men fly. Dunkley couldn't burst through. Dawson under pressure. Can't afford to give it back in the corridor. Gets the kick away. Dunkley intercepts. Gives it everything. Kolajasny.
We've seen that before.
Hacking it forward. Hawkins is hard to beat one-on-one. They're moving the footy well here. Seeking to maintain possession. Dunkley intercepts on centre wing. Can he find a teammate? O'Brien couldn't finish what he started. Jackson lays it off. Liberatore, De Goey feeds it out. Good build-up by hand.
Van Rooyen.
Amos getting involved. He's kicked a goal.
I'd like to say it couldn't get any worse for them, but it surely could.
O'Brien
Continues to have his way. They cannot keep him quiet.
Jackson, Danaher.
No sign of them dropping off.
Kolajasny at full back stops them in their tracks. Takes the safe option. Dempsey makes position.
That is suboptimal, to say the least. Trying to catch them out.
He's wrapped up.
The umpire says you had prior opportunity.
Nothing wrong with ambition, but you've got to know your limits.
Searching kick. Poor footy there. What's he got on offer? He's had little impact so far. De Goey has found some space. They're putting them under all sorts of pressure. Amos gets to the front spot and can line them up. They're bloodthirsty today. Van Rooyen, that's a big play.
There's some pretty ordinary defending going on out there at the moment.
He's got 3 behinds. Is it 4th time lucky? No.
That passage of play deserved a better finish.
Guthrie to bring it in. Quality delivery by foot. "100-point wins don't come along very often, but that is the case today. So much anticipation, and now we are underway. Jackson wins the first ruck contest, hacking it forward. The interchange bench might be calling after that blue. He doesn't waste many. They've opened them up here. What's he got on offer? Normally delivers. Not sure what the idea was there. Searching kick. Radaglia reads the ball so well. Not his finest moment. Doesn't often waste it. Henry. Kicks to space. Liberatore in the centre square. Danaher. They're building something dangerous here. Runs towards goal and slams it through for a six-pointer. The first goal didn't take long. Jackson showing his skills. Dunkley. Danaher at centre half forward. Probing ball. Goulden wins the contest hands down. Just needs an accurate kick now.
This deserves a goal. Should be a goal.
He's a good set shot, and he's buried that one. They've hit the ground running, and they're looking in fine form. The big men fly. Dunkley. That's a legal disposal, isn't it? Dixon. Drew just shoveled it out. Got to get it forward now. This deserves a goal. Wines. Mead. He put himself in the line of fire. It's on the way. Good-looking kick. He's dobbed it.
Great team goal. They keep playing like that, and they won't be behind for long.
It's only early, I know, but that was a much-needed goal to establish a foothold in this match. Goulden has some attention to deal with. Keen to get the ball moving. Can he hit a target? Side bottom. Takes an excellent grab. His field kicking is normally first rate. Dixon harassed into an error. Quality delivery by foot.
Poor defence leaving him on his own, and now you'd imagine he'll make them pay.
He's kicked it like an arrow. Two-goal game again. O'Brien with a deft tap. Dunkley tries to bulldoze his way through. Bouncing ball. What can they build here? Terrific tackle. He's been busy so far. Farrell. They are hunting the ball carrier. Jackson wins it back. Gives it everything. Good disciplined defence. A quick getaway wasn't possible. They might be caught out on the turnover. Amos. That's a bit of a waste. Thought his way through it. They could be vulnerable here. Delivers to centre half forward. Papley! He's taken a beauty. Just has to hit a target. Liberatore has found some space.
This, to make a good start, a very good one.
That is a thumping kick. No one's going to stop that. What a ripper.
It doesn't matter who you are. It's always good to get an early one on the ball.
It's all pointing one way so far.
The big men fly. Liberatore. They've had the better of the contest to this point. Papley continues to rule the skies. Van Rooyen finds himself unattended.
Fancy his chances.
Drop punt looks good. He's got it. It's all gone as script for them so far. Plenty of work ahead, though, as we restart. Sweet, showing his skills. Butters. Burgoyne knew the tackle was coming. Boak gathers. Will he pump it deep? Doherty leads his opponent. Through the centre square he goes. What a first turn they're having. Zerk-Thatcher needs to be quick. Burton kicks to centre wing. Doherty wins it back. Great mark. Another forward 50 entry. Bergman, that's confidence for you, not going with the spoil. They've coughed it up. What a bonus this would be. Not good off the boot. Houston went bang. Amos, he's a fair way out to be trying a banana. But why wouldn't you when you can kick them like that?
It gives everyone a shot of confidence when one of your key forwards is able to hit the scoreboard early.
They've got some real momentum now and will be hard to stop. Sweet with the tap. Butters. They've put themselves under pressure. Side bottom. Goulden. Approaching the 50. It's not the best kick. Has he done enough? He has! This is an unbelievable start. Sweet punches it out of the ruck. Butters. He was optimistic if he thought he could break that tackle. O'Brien with a deft tap. Dunkley. Goulden. Amos. He's stopped in his tracks. Houston is calm in a crisis. Mead. Great body work. A good kick here and they'll be in business. Second effort needed. Had some assistance. Evans. Can he impose himself on the match? Rioli had his name written all over it.
Forwards dream of these shots.
No trouble at all. They've got one back. Let's see if they can double up. Sweet slaps it out. Butters, a model of consistency. They're going nowhere and will have a stoppage near the centre. Sweet got his palm to it. Drew, it's a tough game. They've bottled it up.
Please clear out, thank you.
The two big men do battle. Goulden, which way will it bounce? Houston, desperate to win it back. It's quarter time. That was something to behold. This contest might already be decided. Gary Lyon is down on the boundary. Gaz, what have you got for us?
When you're up against a side playing this well, you've got to find a way to limit the damage, knowing that they're unlikely to keep your standard up for the whole match. If you can do that, you'll be in a position to shift the pressure back onto them once you get your turn with the momentum.
Good on you, Gary. Thank you. Kicks it goal, and that's travelling straight over the goal umpire's hat. We're expecting a good close game today, but so far it's been nothing of the sort. The big men fly. Got the handball away. Drew, Butters, fighting hard. Somehow released the ball. Sweet. Wasn't a great kick. They've turned it over. Goulden, side bottom. Liberatore dishes it off. Burgoyne gathers. Good tackle. They cannot keep him quiet. In no man's land. Papley gathers. Poor hand pass, and they might get caught out here. It's an exhibition in how to give the ball back. You can see their confidence growing. Amos, dangerous to leave on his own. O'Brien gets to the front spot and can line them up. Can he find a teammate? Goulden, this is good footy.
He can put the finishing touch on a fine passage of play.
Set sail for home, and he has delivered. We didn't expect this today, and you wonder how much bigger the margin might get. The big men fly. Burgoyne, Drew, shaves the grass with that one. A bit of a panicked handball. Aaliyah didn't need to be asked twice. Boot to ball just in time. Jackson gets there first. Amos, he's hit it sweetly. That's a quality strike. It was never missing. This one might be settled now. O'Brien punches it out of the ruck. Gets the kick away. Amos, all alone in the centre square. Who was he aiming for? Langdon is in the clear and marks uncontested.
He doesn't miss many, so you wouldn't think this would pose any problems.
It's on the way, and there's another nail in the coffin. The buzzards are circling. Sweet has shaded the ruck battle despite the scoreboard. Liberatore. Forward they go again. Amos can't mark. That's symptomatic of their day. Look at him go. He's hungry for more. He slots it. And the floodgates have well and truly opened. The scoreboard's about to fall over. It's so lopsided. Boak. Is anyone home? McGovern at centre halfback. He's generally a good kick. Side bottom has found some space. He might have thought about the corridor. Burne-Jones. De Goey reads the play so well. Henry, he's lost possession. Delivers it inside 50. Dixon is hard to beat one-on-one.
Well, there's one side working hard at the moment, and the other side just sitting back waiting for their teammates to do the work.
Drop punt, and he has put it away.
Everything they've touched has turned to gold today.
Jackson wins the tap. Dunkley, he doesn't waste many. Wines, making his claim for the Golden Fist Award.
They're fighting tooth and nail not to give up a goal.
Evans cops some unwanted attention. Can he hit a target? Wines puts his head over it. Keeps it low. McGovern in the right spot at the right time.
Weddle, it's a hospital hand pass.
Boak
Intercepts.
Sweet kicks inside the forward 50. McGovern showing why he's such a good defender. Searching kick. Farrell crosses the paint. McGovern is there in defence. Gives it everything.
Taking out some frustration possibly.
Takes the short option. Burgoyne.
They are tackling machines today. He's been run down like a wildebeest.
Better to kick to a contest and get done holding the ball.
Can anyone get to the drop zone? No one can mark. Danaher has a paddock in front of him. Runs towards goal and slams it through for a six-pointer. The two big men do battle. Boak, Drew, great anticipation. Delivers a long ball. That's an impressive mark.
He kicked the last one pretty well, so he'll be confident here.
He's missed.
The way it's going, it probably won't be long until they get another opportunity.
Taking no risks with the kick in. Boak on a lead. Rosie pushes into space and receives the footy. Good work rate. What's he got on offer? Conservative kick. Well played. This is much better. Manages to find a teammate. Rosie in the clear. Normally delivers. Jackson with the big fist. McGovern, Dunkley, Duday. Side bottom. Can they get another one? Bergman gathers. Daring run out of defence. Drew, that's good work rate. Houston works hard to present. Careful ball movement. Dunkley has it now on centre wing. Sloppy hands and they've turned it over. Duday with the intercept mark. He's besieged. Didn't think twice about taking the advantage. They're searching for a late goal.
And the siren heralds the end of a breathtaking half of footy. The result may be foregone, but it's been a treat to watch so far. Let's head down to Gary Lyon on the boundary.
I suspect there are a few downhill skiers copping a dressing down from the coach. They haven't been working nearly hard enough in defensive transition, and it's put the back line under enormous pressure. The best sides work just as hard defensively as they do offensively, but that seems lost on this team at the moment.
Thanks, Gary. As we get going again.
His field kicking is normally first rate. We're watching a very good side here. Clever kick. Butler has got loose. They're irrepressible at the moment. Doherty, he is real danger now.
I've liked his game today.
Amos has a vice-like grip. They've got winners all over the park. Radaglia read that one right off the boot. Doesn't often waste it. Butler collects the half volley. Can't get a clean kick away. Wines. Side bottom. Runs onto it. Takes the logical option. Goulden. Just as they were looking dangerous, they've coughed it up. Spills the mark. That sloppy play, and it could come back to bite. Can they get another one here? They're running riot.
If you want to know how to kick a goal, you could do worse than just study that.
Sometimes a break can interrupt momentum, but that hasn't happened here.
Jackson has had his measure today. Goulden, Danaher, working hard and presenting well.
You'll have to give it a ride to get it home from there.
It's a big kick. Is it big enough? It's off hands. Radaglia leads his opponent. Doherty wins it back. Great mark.
He hasn't got his name on the goal scorers list yet. Here's a good chance.
And they're dealing maximum damage.
Daylight is clearly running second in this race.
It's been an absolute avalanche. Jackson palms it down. Vaughan Francis goes long. Weddle, we've seen that before. You can't question his commitment. He hasn't hit the scoreboard yet. He has now. Can they follow that goal up with another? Good ruck work. Side bottom. They cannot keep him quiet. It's no place for the faint-hearted. They're tackling with venom today. Jackson, he's worth his weight in gold. Terrific forward pressure. Gives away a free and the moment passes. Well-weighted kick. Goulden couldn't finish what he started. Side bottom. What can he do with it? Danaher just had to get it out. Butler lays it off. Dunkley hunting the footy. Knew the tackle was coming. He couldn't get his fist or foot to it.
Caught, and the chance goes begging. Great defence.
Danaher read that well.
I'll back him to drive this right through the high diddle-diddle.
Danaher throws it on the boot, and that's a goal. Normal service has resumed. Marshall gets his hand to it. Now it's someone else's problem. Can he impose himself on the match? This is good ball movement. Here's the vital kick inside the 50. Jackson drops into the hole and cuts that one off. Henry, dangerous to leave on his own. Wants to take the game on. Going for territory. Defence 101 there. Radaglia playing for pride now. Boak, strong grab. Can he find a teammate? Goulden fumbles, could be costly. Weddle gets a kick away. Alia doing what he does best. Radaglia, no easy exit. It's hard to work out what they're trying to do here. Dixon runs onto it. He still found a way. Amos, in he goes. Quick snap, and that's a goal.
3 goals straight, and he's certainly making the most of his opportunities.
Dixon with the tap. Burgoyne, hand pass cut off. Doherty had some assistance. Goulden, Jackson, desperate defence. Some people can't kick that far. That's not one of the acceptable methods of disposal.
Took too long there and coughs up what could have been a shot on goal.
A chance to clear now. Doherty within range can make them pay. He's been industrious. Thumped away. Bergman gathers on the half volley. Burton, he's stopped in his tracks. That's a trip. Easy decision for the umpire. Drew has charged into space. It's been that kind of day for them. Looking to extend this margin. Dunkley, he's plucked it and should have a shot.
He's covering so much territory with that elite work ethic. He's arguably best on ground at this stage.
Goes at goal, but I think that's going the wrong side of a stick. That's a behind.
Lucky he's not the kind to be easily deterred.
Burton brings it back in. He had one job and he made a meal of it.
Going at his second.
He's got another one. The way they're going, you wouldn't bet against them sneaking one more in here. Jackson has been dominant in the ruck. Goulden, he's been accosted. That one was not open to interpretation.
No umpire ever changed their decision because a player had a whinge.
They'll be marched inside 50. The coach will be fuming.
His goal was so far, but this would be a great way to get on the score sheet.
That's going nowhere near the mark, and the moment passes. Credit to those home fans who are still here. This has been a horror show. Time for some more insights from Gary on the boundary.
Hit out, clearance, inside 50, shot on goal. Rinse and repeat. At some point, you'd think the opposition would do something about it. Anyone can look good against a team that would rather be anywhere else, but credit to them for taking full advantage. I'd be amazed if anything changes.
Thanks for those observations, Gary, as we get back underway. Butler, they're bloodthirsty today. Van Rooyen, Papley, Manages to get off a handball.
Boot to ball, and that's a goal.
It's a dark night of the soul when you get beaten like this.
I'd like to say it couldn't get any worse for them, but it surely could.
Goulden, stripped of the footy. Dunkley,
They're hungry for more.
Bergman tries to spike it out of the danger zone. Can he hit a target? Dixon squeezes the kick. Bergman doesn't want to turn it over there. DeGoey went bang. Drew, he's set upon. Dealt with the pressure.
Taken to ground.
Jackson, Evans, didn't need to be asked twice. It's a tough game.
He looked to have been taken high, and the umpire thought so too.
It's an exhibition in how to give the ball back. They're leading them a merry dance. They've opened them up here. Normally delivers. Spud Frawley would have loved that one. Aaliyah, one step ahead. Scrounges a kick. Houston. Can anyone get to the drop zone? Farrell had his name written all over it.
Junk times come early.
Honours the lead. He's only had the one inside 50. And that's a letdown. Probing ball. Good work rate. Searching kick. Hapley working hard and being rewarded. Danaher has found some space. He's been prolific. Bounced straight off his chest. Burton desperate to win it back. Dunkley dishes it off. Turned over. That could prove costly. He's put the foot down. Set sail for home, and he has delivered.
If you're a fan of the team coming second today, it's probably best to avoid looking at the scoreboard.
Goulden hacking it forward. They've given it back. Under pressure. Aaliyah. A good kick here and they'll be in business. That play should have resulted in a shot at goal. Doesn't often waste it. Papley. He's taken a beauty. Sends them inside 50 again. Van Rooyen is so strong one-on-one.
It's all just a bit easy at the moment. They're getting the ball inside 50 under not nearly enough pressure.
They're inspired. This will be another one.
The only competition they've got out there is each other.
Jackson, just for something different. Dunkley, he just dropped it. Georgiades, Doherty runs onto it. Blasts away. Dixon takes a beauty.
This for number 3.
He's kicked it like an arrow.
Well, even the most optimistic of fans would have expected this today.
The big men fly. Goulden, was that a throw? Dunkley almost threw it out. They're just about doing as they please. And there's another one.
This is more like a horror movie than a football match.
Jackson is teaching him a lesson. Goulden, good thinking and good execution too. He's having a ripper, although that's not his best kick. They're putting on a clinic.
Poor defence leaving him on his own, and now you'd imagine he'll make them pay.
Drop punt, that'll be a goal. Never in doubt.
Defence isn't just the thing that keeps the neighbour's dog out. This team's got a few too many downhill skiers for my liking.
Goulden, they cannot keep him quiet. Danaher marks it centre half forward. They've got winners all over the park. Van Rooyen has it within range.
Someone went to sleep defensively, and I suspect the price will be 6 points.
Van Rooyen, they still haven't woken up to him, and he gets another. They might as well not have a run. Goulden, he's gone. Dunkley breaks the line, heads in towards goal, and the kick is true. Great play.
That's a real bonus. Terrific composure under pressure.
Jackson continues to have his way. He just keeps racking up disposals. Quality delivery by foot. They're a delight to watch. Van Rooyen commands the footy.
They're still hungry, even with the game put to bed. That's a sign of a very good team.
They like it behind the goals. He's got it. If I'd known it was going to be like this, I'd have called in sick. Jackson.
It's been a mighty performance. He's leading all comers for disposals. What's he got on offer?
Clever kick.
Van Rooyen is the man on the spot, and he's marked.
He couldn't believe his luck finding that much space inside the forward 50.
Looks good off the boot. He's got it. In other news, 23 missing persons reports have just been filed.
O'Brien.
It's a masterclass in ruck work. The kick was centimetre perfect.
Inside 50, number 7 for him. Farrell has eyes only for the footy. They've given it up. Can he find a teammate? Punched away. Butters. And they're out of trouble. And that finally is the end of that. It was the smashing to end all smashings. All is in readiness, and the umpire will get us underway. Grundy wins the first tap. Heaney. Rowbottom. Kicks inside the forward 50. Iden had the presence of mind to get to the dangerous spot. Clever kick. That's a bit of a waste. Throws it on the boot. Langdon didn't need to be asked twice. Henry. Jackson. Through the centre square he goes. Solid tackle.
He's gone. He had plenty of time.
He's having a word with the umpire, and he may just have a point.
What's he got on offer?
This might be a chance for the high flyers. Malikan can't mark. Cunningham desperate to win it back. Florence gets to the front spot. Well-weighted kick. Campbell lowers the eyes. That's well played. Florence doesn't often waste it. McLean, he's taken a beauty. Penetrating ball. Warner can line up and potentially give them the lead.
We should put them on the board here. Just a question of accuracy.
Set sail for home, and he has delivered. The first goal was a while coming, but the early signs are we're in for a great contest. Rucks go at it. Dunkley, he's gone. Grundy can't hang on under close attention. Can they catch them out on the turnover? Henry intercepts. Farrell, O'Brien lays it off. Dunkley takes the hand pass. Goulden, Florence one step ahead, hacking it forward. Payne wins it back. Great mark. Searching kick. Dixon had his name written all over it. Goes long. Chance gone begging. Campbell, ever reliable. McInerney, Warner, all alone in the centre square. Can he hit a target? Good work rate. A bit of keeping's off. Well played. His field kicking is normally first rate. Honours the lead. Looking for two in a row. Duday takes an excellent grab. Kicks to space. Williams, dangerous to leave on his own. He's generally a good kick. Danaher has got loose. Can he impose himself on the match? Not sure what the idea was there. Hapley working hard and presenting well. That's a give up. Williams to no one in particular. Bouncing ball. Danaher. Henry puts his head over it. Warner gathers. He's been busy so far. Butler heads them off at the pass. Can he find a teammate? He's hit up the lead. They're in danger of a goalless quarter. Henry appreciates that delivery.
Maybe he hasn't showered in a while. I can't think of any other reason they refuse to go near him.
Looking to hit up the short option. That's careless kicking. Good penetration on the kick. McInerney is there to save the day. What can they build here? Florence works hard to present. Normally delivers. Campbell couldn't finish what he started. Quarter time here. A great contest so far, and lots to look forward to. Gary Lyon is with us. What do you make of this one, Gaz?
All signs are pointing to this being a close match all day. Neither side has been able to assert any dominance in clearances or inside 50s, and it's obviously close on the scoreboard. If it continues like this, we're in for a treat.
Thanks, Gary. As we get going again, we've got a 2-goal game. The big men fly. Dunkley, quick kick towards centre-half forward. Good thinking and good execution too. He's been industrious. Rampy gets back and should be able to see off the danger. Lloyd read it well and claims the mark. You can see their confidence growing. It's a bad mistake. Can he be the fire starter? Grundy, Adams, good handball. Heaney. Their ball movement has been impressive. The kick is precise. They've had the better of the contest to this point. They've given it up. He might have thought about the corridor. Blakey spoils. De Goey. Heaney has it now on centre wing. That could come back to bite. Dunkley gets there first. Warner, a bit of a panicked handball. Blakey, a good kick here and they'll be in business. Langdon says thank you very much. Who was he aiming for? Quality delivery by foot. De Goey tries to take them on and loses. Advantage paid. Lloyd has charged into space. The runner will be out in a minute. Going for territory. McInerney clears the area. McCartan kicks to centre wing. Blakey, that one was always his. Lloyd, Adams, with time. The defenders will be nervous. Slips through his fingers. Payne gathers. Duday, toe poking it forward. Inspired by the round ball code. Goulden wants to take the game on. Dunkley, he still found a way. De Goey, taken to ground. He might have thought about hand passing. McLean in the centre square. Grundy crosses the paint. Zerk-Thatcher tries to spike it out of the danger zone. They cannot keep him quiet. Heaney,
He's suddenly a popular man.
Campbell running in support. McInerney. Wasn't a great kick. They've turned it over. Foot race on. Who can get there first? And inside 50 goes begging. Ignoring the corridor for now. Williams pushes into space and receives the footy. That's a good option, and this looks promising. Williams on a lead. Into the pocket he goes. Dunkley is in the clear and marks uncontested.
This would give him a shot of confidence.
Drop punt, and he has put it away. One kick game again. Grundy with a deft tap. Heaney, Warner, Campbell. Drives it inside the forward 50. Payne read that one right off the boot. Delivers a long ball. Blakey makes good contact. Campbell. He's done brilliantly. Jordan, he's plucked it and should have a shot.
He hasn't got his name on the goal scorers list yet. Here's a good chance.
He doesn't miss many of these, and he hasn't missed that one. So the underdog throwing down the gauntlet. You can see their belief growing. And that is the end of what's been a terrific first half with some memorable highlights. Let's hope the second half is just as good.
Gary's with us again. What's on your mind, Gaz?
This has been a frustrating watch. Both sides could have hit the scoreboard much more, but they've lacked polish and too often bombed the ball long. Calmness and methodology to their ball movement and start hitting up short targets.
Good on you, Gary. Thank you.
In no man's land, Williams just shoveled it out. How will the umpire see this? I've liked his game today. Grundy. That's good vision. Punched away. Jordan. A quick getaway wasn't possible. Throws it on the boot. Dangerous spot for a loose ball. Heaney.
Not on my watch, he says.
Squeezes the kick. Langdon accepted the invitation. Can anyone get to the drop zone? Dixon takes a beauty. Sets a task for the forwards. Van Rooyen. Great hands there.
Well, fancy his chances.
This will be a close thing, but close enough isn't good enough.
He could have turned that into an easier shot with a bit more composure.
Blakey with the footy. Oh no, what's he doing?
Goals have been tough to come by. Got to make the most of your opportunities.
Dunkley swoops and kicks a goal. We've got a great contest. Hope you're enjoying it at home. O'Brien gets his hand to it. Dunkley, the kick was centimetre perfect. He's had little impact so far. Lloyd has covered some territory today. That might attract a pack. Duday, it fell into his arms. O'Brien, can he hit a target? Rampy doing what he does best. Amos, He kicks the goal. This is a ding-dong battle. Both sides unrelenting in their attack on the footy. McInerney, that's unusual. By hand, Williams. Butler has it within range.
This will give them some breathing space.
Drop punt looks good. He's got it. They've got their tails up now. Grundy wins the hit out. Heaney is there. Doesn't often waste it. That's a strong mark. Searching kick. Goulden has drifted forward and marked.
Goals haven't exactly flowed so far, so this would be valuable.
Goulden has his first. The margin's back to just a point. The big men fly. They have a good understanding, those two. He's besieged. No one able to clear the footy, so we'll have another ball up. Grundy has shaded the ruck battle despite the scoreboard. Adams. They've put themselves under pressure. Dunkley, what can he do with it? Gets the kick away.
Punched that like he meant it.
Roberts. A chance to clear now. Campbell, great body work. What a game he's having. That's generous, and this could hurt the other way. Normally delivers. To Goey. Outbodied his opponent and took a ripper. They're moving the footy well here. What's he got on offer? Approaching the 50. Honours the lead.
He's not on the board yet. That should change here.
He's a quality finisher, and that's more evidence. They'll take a handy margin into three-quarter time, and they'll be hard to beat. Grundy wins the hit out.
He's been penalised for incorrect disposal.
Nothing wrong with ambition, but you've got to know your limits.
Three-quarters in, and this one's still up for grabs. Huge last quarter coming up.
Gary's back. What's caught your eye, Gaz?
Full credit to both sides for their defensive pressure. Neither of them have looked like buckling, and it's not hard to see this one remaining tough and tight. I'd be surprised if there's more than a couple of kicks in it at the end.
Thanks for those observations, Gary, as we get back underway.
Grundy wins it down. McInerney hasn't seen a lot of it. Van Rooyen uses the body well.
He's got it right where you want it. No excuses not to finish the job.
Quick snap, and that's a goal.
They're much more potent when he's clunking marks and kicking goals.
It's a handy buffer they've established. The big men fly. McInerney, he picked his pocket. Dixon, Henry. He's given it a ride. He'll have the distance. What about the accuracy?
They've been consistently able to find avenues to goal through quick and direct ball movement.
It's a comfortable margin, but they wouldn't want to rest on their laurels. Dixon wins it. Goulden pounces. They're a big chance here. Butler, they've worked it well.
This would make it very difficult indeed.
He'll go himself, gives it a ride, and misses.
Goal there would have almost shut the gate.
Taking no risks with the kick in. Switkowski, he can make them pay royally.
He hasn't done a lot today, but he's still done some good things.
Heads for home. That was never missing. Well, they weren't concerned before, they should be now. Grundy, he's rucked superbly in a losing cause. McInerney just had to get it out. Turns it over in the middle. Goulden breaks the line. Manages to get off a handball. Amos, Roberts runs onto it. Gets his kick despite the heat. That sloppy play, and it could come back to bite. He lost his radar there.
He knew where it was going the moment it left his boot.
Rampy has found some space. Spills the mark. Dixon dealt with the pressure. Danaher, he's been dispossessed. Blakey. De Goey gathers. This will be another one. Oh, they can do no wrong. We thought this one might be close, but it hasn't turned out that way. The big men fly. Heaney, he's been a shining light. Poor hands there. McInerney wins it back. McDonald all alone in the centre square. Iden continues to be a thorn in their side. Goes long. Jordan takes an excellent grab. Penetrating ball. It's been that kind of day for them. He's generally a good kick. Weddle with a chance to relieve the pressure. You can see their confidence growing. Zerk Thatcher works hard to present. Ignoring the corridor for now. Heaney gathers. He just keeps racking up disposals. Campbell, a bit of friendly fire. Rowbottom farms it out. Heaney gets there first. Dixon picks it off. That's poor kicking. He's been industrious. Goulden can keep it moving. Can they get another one? Danaher drops into the hole and marks.
It's all just a bit easy at the moment. They're getting the ball inside 50 under, not nearly enough pressure.
Gives it everything. Going, bullseye!
That never looked like missing. It was a textbook finish.
They're streaming towards the exits now. Rucks go at it. Dunkley, so influential today. DeGoey marks it centre half forward.
There's some pretty ordinary defending going on out there at the moment.
Gets onto it, no trouble with the distance, but only a behind.
I think he was committed to taking a shot before he even received the footy.
Roberts brings it back in. Turnover. That could be a painful mistake.
Well, there's one side working hard at the moment, and the other side's just sitting back waiting for their teammates to do the work.
He's put it through.
He just had too much space to work with on that occasion and took full time.
The scoreboard is starting to get ugly. McLean slaps it out. McInerney, good tackle.